So you ain't found you another gig yet? Nah. Ah. Okay. That shit hurt, don't it? Yes, Lord. Yeah, I got plenty of tattoos. Oh, I don't. Shit, me. I had 7 in 1 week. What are you talking about? Shit, I got one tattoo that to start going crazy. You crazy. I am tattooed. I got tattoos everywhere, bro.
Power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in.
I don't know. I don't know. I've been lost count. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not about to sit up here and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I got 15, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? If that's the case, I have more because I got all my kids' name on them. All of them. So that would be more than 15. Yeah, I want my whole chest done. I want my whole chest done. I don't want to see shot. Your whole chest done, Q? Yeah, I just want one. I just want to finish one of my arm. I want to finish my leg and get my whole chest. But one of my legs gonna be sprayed all the way. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Inside that right box, said that shit hurt. My brothers is too. I did too. Well, my brother, them niggas went to the joint. Them niggas came out sprayed up like a motherfucker. You like the man too, Kyrie. I told you be playing with the man too. He plays with the toys. You got a man? Yeah. Oh, there you go. So my schedule, Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles. Half the ever seen a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than imagine. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay. Sure. Okay.
All right.
So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it. Right pocket got euros.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Thank you. Thank you, Dad. I got it. Thank you. Let's leave right there. I got it.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Get up! 180! Let's go, deep, tighten up.
Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
180! 45, Mike, 45. Rip right.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. He's got it to Williams. Williams loses
come
the football,
on, man.
and the Falcons grab it.
That's terrible, man.
That's what we do. Other way, let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Young now after the fumble recovery. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check 99. Check 99. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Young to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
3rd and long for Young. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 5 now. Trubisky, and his throw is going to be incomplete. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Trubisky.
Man.
Incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Oh, shit.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter games.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
The Falcons send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 18. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they should
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
On second down now, it's Harris. And he won't go down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Young. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
That good for 22 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Lock in. Hands up. Let's make these babies crawl all the way, man. Hey,
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 5 now. Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, man.
Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Not mad game.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he's got his target. That's more. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
52's the mark.
Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to be
Come on,
incomplete.
man.
Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On second down, a run with Breida.
Typically, we think of the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
I know you felt that one.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Trubisky will throw. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Trubisky now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now Trubisky to throw. Got his man, it's Williams. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now this throw caught left side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Let's go.
Trubisky to throw again. And he fires one incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
It's our time.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now a give coming right is Breida. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the
That's
end zone, but
bullshit.
that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, That's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Then if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 30 on second down, Young. And that's complete to Cooks. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
You called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
16 yards on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He's got his man. It's Williams. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
The screen pass here to Cohen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the...
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, that's how we do, dude.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage?
I killed 3 people. I killed 4 people before I did that.
A yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's get it.
Now Young. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done sometimes when you open things up a little bit.
This is caught inside the 15. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it.
What?
Good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll come out on a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Young will set to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. On the delay, here's Harris. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back-to-back running plays putting him in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? From the shotgun, it's Young. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To the air once more, Young. Buying time to his... And he will score! Touchdown, Falcons! Their mobile quarterback with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And they're a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just have our break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. Young now from the 50. Looking deep for Julio. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cohen. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Now Young loses the football and stripped. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
He's airing it out for Whip, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. This quarterback now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And Young's throw there, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking to throw, Young. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Trubisky. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Trubisky now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run with Breida. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. Trubisky will throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Harris. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Young. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this with all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Yeah, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Young to throw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Here's Young. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you'd think they'd be ready for that. That time they weren't. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and run with Harris, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
The extra point up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it.
Yeah, I got